If you thought you were going to get time to get through your backlog this month, you would be wrong. September is here and we're in for another packed month of indie game releases. In this video, we'll be diving into 20 indie games dropping in September. There were a lot more than just the 20 games featured here, so make sure to subscribe to the channel to see our weekly release lists as well. Without further ado, let's jump into 20 indie games dropping this September. First up, we have one of the games I've been looking forward to for a very long time. We are still waiting on a release date for this one, but it has been confirmed to be coming out in September. In this wholesome narrative-driven game, you play as a newly adopted stray cat. You'll try and adapt to your new life, but before you know it, your new place in the household will be threatened by another cat who happens to look identical to you. If the demo of this one is anything to go by, this is set to be an immersive and emotional narrative game perfect for the cat lover, and you can catch CopyCat coming to Steam in September. Hop into the driver's seat of a truck that's rocket powered in the driving sim set in space, Star Truckers. You'll cruise the hyperhighways, hauling various types of cargo, with the longer or more hazardous hauls earning you more cash. You'll need to manage and maintain your truck, ensuring it's in top condition or risking some not so nice consequences like death, or worse, a roadside recovery. With an interactive CB radio to chat to your fellow truckers, this looks set to be an immersive truck sim, and you can head to the stars on Steam and Game Pass September 3rd. In this game, you'll set out on an emotional journey in search of a cure to your wounded soul. Selfloss is an exploration adventure game set in a whale-worshipping, Slavic-inspired world. You'll use your staff to take on enemies in the miasma, solve puzzles, and perhaps even remove the stain of the miasma from the world. This looks set to be a dark adventure game full of heart-wrenching story, and you can begin your journey from September 5th on Steam. Get ready to lay the foundations of your railroad legacy in Railroad Corporation 2. Set at the turn of the 20th century, you'll lay tracks, balance finances, and deploy locomotives to transport goods across vast maps. Stay ahead of the competition by researching and building industry production facilities, hospitals, and banks as part of your growing cities in this complex train tycoon game. This looks set to be an amazing railroad tycoon game, and it's heading to early access on Steam September 9th. In this game, you'll rebuild a once thriving tourist town into a cozy post-apocalyptic paradise. Critter Cove is a life sim town builder game where you explore a mysterious island location, hunt for relics, farm, fish, and craft to turn the town from rundown to the ultimate tourist destination. You'll upgrade your buildings, discover new blueprints, and decorate your town, attracting new tourists and townsfolk to help bring life back to the town. This looks set to be a cozy open-world adventure, and it's heading to early access on Steam September 10th. Set off in your new role as a courier in Courier Tale. In this story-driven adventure game, you'll meet and talk with a whole cast of characters, completing deliveries for your new workplace whilst also doing some side gigs too. With a pixel art world to explore, you'll find a non-linear story with multiple endings, allowing you to complete deliveries in the order you want. With collectible cards and a lo-fi soundtrack, this looks set to be a great adventure game, and it's heading to Steam September 10th. Set off on an adventure as a young chef in the adventure RPG game, Chef RPG. You'll begin your new life in a beautiful seaside town as you attempt to revive a once famous restaurant. You'll need to hunt, harvest, and shop for ingredients, choosing how you want to grow your restaurant. Will you create delicious dishes to impress your customer, impress them with rare ingredients, or rely on your charm to get you through? The choice is yours in this open-ended RPG. You can get cooking in Chef RPG from September 12th on Steam. Channel your inner witch in the exploration game, Reka. You'll begin your journey as an apprentice witch, exploring the beautiful woodlands and practicing your witchcraft. You'll summon to life your own iconic chicken-legged cottage that will become a haven for you in the dark world, where you'll solve quests and uncover the mysteries of a legendary witch. This looks set to be a witchy adventure, and it's heading to early access on Steam September 12th. Saddle up and lead a gang of the most notorious outlaws in the galaxy in Wild Bastards. This action roguelike game sees you travel from planet to planet, recruiting, managing, and gunslinging with a team of 13 unique outlaws. You'll start showdowns and wrangle loot as you journey through the universe with some tactical FPS combat. This looks set to be an action-packed strategy shooter, and it's set for release on Steam, PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and Switch September 12th. Embark on a journey to find your missing sister in the adventure exploration game Caravan Sandwitch. With your Caravan as your trusty companion, you'll set off on a narrative-driven adventure, exploring a Providence-like world, uncovering ancient ruins, and discovering the truth. With a rich and vibrant world to explore, you'll meet a diverse range of characters and discover the impact of humans and its population along the way. This looks set to be a captivating adventure game, and it's heading to Steam, PS5 and Nintendo Switch September 12th. Step into the shoes of a little witch from the big city in Garden Witch Life. This cozy RPG game sees you start your life anew on a tiny island, growing your own magical garden, decorating your ancient treehouse, caring for cute creatures and making friends along the way. With some farming and cooking elements, this looks set to be a cozy witchy game, and it's heading to Steam, Switch, PS5 and Xbox Series S and X September 12th. Play as an adorable musical robot in Melobot: A Last Song. You'll enter a dreamlike world, setting off on a heroic quest to save a planet plagued by a strange disease. Combining action, adventure and rhythm elements, you'll use music to breathe life into each region and overcome challenges. This looks set to be an emotional adventure full of beautiful music and an adorable art style, and it's coming to Steam, PS5 and Xbox Series S and X September 12th. In this platformer game, you'll play as an egg trying to escape from the factory. Fowl damage sees you utilize one-button platforming, using it to splash through riverbeds, climb giant trees, slip through caves, and hunt for secret zones as you find a new home. With some unforgiving fall damage, this is set to be an excellent addition to the platformer space, and it's heading to Steam September 13th. Follow the story of Ted as he navigates a post-apocalyptic world in the visual novel Nocturnals. With an emotional choose-your-own-adventure story, you'll explore the abandoned town of Rattleside, meeting a new companion, Diego. Exploring themes of love, friendship and survival, this looks set to be a heartfelt game with a horror twist, and it's coming to Steam September 13th. Step into the shoes of Jot and his friends, some storybook characters who discover a 3D world outside of their book in the Plucky Squire. Combining 2D and 3D gameplay, you'll be kicked out of the story by the villain of the book, and you'll need to save your friends and defeat the dark forces to restore the book's happy ending. Solve puzzles, box badges, zoom around with your jetpack and more in what looks set to be a charming adventure game. You can enter this magical storybook world on Steam, PS5, Xbox Series S and X and Switch from September 17th. In this game, the world is overtaken by an all-consuming winter, and growth is the only way for mankind to survive. Take on the role of a steward leading your city through the challenges of a post-apocalyptic world in the dark city builder Frostpunk 2. You'll need to build up your city, carefully governing and satisfying them as their demands grow. This is a dystopian style colony sim with a darker take on humanity and what it takes to survive, and it's heading to Steam, Xbox Series S and X and Game Pass and PS5 September 21st. Turn peaceful meadows into magical castles in the sandbox builder Tiny Glade. With gridless building functionality, this is a game that uses intuitive chemistry to build the most aesthetically pleasing designs. There's no wrong answers in this game with no management, combat, or any objectives to consider. You'll simply be able to build your own cozy little slices of life. With a stunning design and some adorable elements, this is the perfect cozy building game, and it's coming to Steam September 23rd. In this game, you'll step into the shoes of Emily and her group of friends as they attempt to save their cozy town from the demonic creatures who live in the hearts of the townsfolk. Bloomtown: A Different Story is an adventure RPG game that combines turn-based combat with monster taming and social roleplay. With a cozy pixel art style, this looks set to be a unique take on an RPG game, and you can play on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation and Switch from September 24th. Redefine speed in the rally driving sim #DriveRally. Set in the golden racing era of the 90s, you'll find yourself behind the wheel of some iconic rally cars, burning some rubber across a range of different incredible rallying locations. Build your car from the ground up, personalizing your bodywork, paintwork, decals and more as you explore a world full of nostalgic throwbacks and Easter eggs for the car enthusiast. This looks set to be the perfect game for the car lover, and you can start grinding up the tracks on PC from September 25th. Enter a world full of mystery in Phoenix Springs. This point-and-click game sees you step into the shoes of a reporter investigating the town to find your brother Leo. With a striking neo-noir style, you'll collect clues and leads rather than physical objects, connecting them with the environment or current conversations to progress. This looks set to be a beautiful modern take on a classic point-and-click game, and it's coming to Steam September 30th. That is a wrap on 20 indie games dropping in September. We are planning some reviews and content for quite a few of these games, so make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're interested in seeing any of that. If you're looking for more indie game recommendations, click here. And until next time, stay caffeinated.